Um, everybody wants to give away equity.
Ooh, yeah,
They want to give away equity for for services, or they want to give away equity for cash for inventory, which we understand is needed. But in the end, I think we make it affordable to get a product on the launchpad.
right.
Save giving away equity until you really, really have to give it
So I was just
away.
going to say, so I would disagree, just as a conversation, I'll disagree with you from the client's perspective and say, well, that doesn't sound bad. If I gave you equity and I got services, what's wrong with that?
Right.
Where's the challenge lie in? When you really need the money for two things. At some point, every business, or when you go from being a hobby to a business, it's when you have a need to do two things: more money for,
Inventory,
and
marketing dollars.
okay. So when you have only 30 or 40 or 50% left of your company to get those, and look at that's where we're talking about, what is it, a couple $100,000,
Yeah.
right? Let's say $100,000 in inventory. Because here's what it is: if you could come up with $50,000 in credit cards just to advertise, you're going to get that back. But if you don't have the inventory
Right.
to deliver those, so you have to have both. It's that vicious cycle, and that's really where you have to have either equity or convertible debt or some sort of format where you can have someone jump in and help you expand. Once you can prove to them that you have a viable business model and you know how to find those customers, that every dollar you're spending generates 3 times return on revenue.
Right. And again, you're going to need equity. You're going to need to give away equity when you get to a point where
Right.
you're selling consistently online. You're on your second or third, fourth order,
Right.
or you've tipped the scale, and now you have retailers watching you grow online, and they want your product in their store.
So wait a minute. You're saying you should not go to retailers first. You should go online first. I think everybody wants to just go to
Yeah.
retailer, right?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to get into Walmart.
Yeah, if your last name is Gates or Elon Musk or
Right. Or
in your
Lori
corner,
Grenier,
or Lori Grenier or
yeah.
Rockefeller, you can certainly go right to retail. But it's, again, talking about having patience, it's going to be a long road to get your product into a retail store without having any history, and more importantly, they're already a year to 18 months out on that particular season. So you've got to wait. That's why we like our expertise is taking your product and getting it online and getting sales every single day online. Again, it goes back to what 3 words: crawl, walk, run. When you do that,
Yep.
you'll hit the tipping point where you'll get phone calls from retailers, and guess what happens at that point? The leverage flip flops. You have leverage now, and you don't have to give away 90-day terms. You don't have to pay for shelf space. You're not going to be on their online, store. You're going to be in their store because you've already proven the product sells.